one of the main ways that I can see that this quality of divine or universal love is misconstrued is as a kind of false positivity, this kind of notion of all is love, and the sort of sense that what all is love means is that we leave out and ignore anything that's not rosy in human experience. That actually it means setting aside the difficulties or the challenges or the pains or any of the things that we encounter day to day. It's a kind of real misconception to think that divine love means looking at things through rose-tinted glasses, or turning every lemon into lemonade, or these kinds of aphorisms that have to do with a kind of forced positivity, where really the dimension is more about any experience when the truth of it is faced and felt and sensed. Any experience is made of love, that you don't actually need to change it to something positive, that even in the difficulties and the challenges, if we open to the truth of that experience, there is an inherent goodness to the truth of every experience. And that inherent goodness is experienced in the human heart as love.
Well, most people actually, I don't think they have distortion or wrong ideas about divine love. Most people can't even imagine divine love. I mean, it's far away from the normal human consciousness. You know, divine love as an ocean of love that bathes the whole universe, that is makes up everything in the universe. For most people, it's hard to imagine. I mean, so most people don't go close to that. It's very rare that somebody gets there. So even the longing for divine love is rare. Most people don't long for divine love. They long for love. They want to be loved. They want to find somebody to love them, somebody to love. But to long for divine love, that it needs the heart to have developed and matured and experienced love and fulfillment and love. And then the next step is the heart want to open up and expand to. So the common misunderstanding about love are more about just love in general, not divine love. Like most people think love means between two people, meaning being close together. And most people, they cannot separate love from possessiveness and attachment. And that's really where the misunderstanding is. Some believe they're unlovable. That's a misunderstanding. Everybody is lovable. But you don't know that unless you know that divine love is really the nature of everything, including you. But most people, that's far away from their understanding, from their experience. So one big common misunderstanding is I'm unlovable, nobody loves me, or love is rare, difficult to find somebody to love, or how to keep love going, and all of these things. But divine love itself, when it becomes closer to experience, when the heart opens up and matures and knows about love, it's one of the common misunderstanding is that only God can have that, for instance, or Jesus is like that, but not human being can't be like that. The idea of original sin flies against the idea of divine love. So people who believe in original sin, they can't believe in divine love in the way we talk about it. That love is nature of reality, they think maybe God's heart is love, but human beings are inherently bad. It's easy to have a misunderstanding about divine love, because divine love shows that all of reality is made out of love. Right? And that's a hard thing to sort of subscribe to. For most of us see a lot of trouble around the world, a lot of destruction and violence. How can one believe that everything is love? And fly against our common perception. But that is looking at things different way. I mean, when we say divine love is the nature of everything, we mean we have to go to the depths of things, not the surface. Because just like if you look at the human organism or any biological organism, if you look at the body, it gets sick, it gets cancer, it gets this or that. However, at the deeper level, at the level of atoms, nothing goes wrong. Atoms are always atoms. Nothing happens. You don't have the sick atom. You see, there's no cancerous atom. It's all atom. They're all pure, always the same. So it's like you have to dig deeper into the nature of things to recognize the divine love as the nature of everything. And that is a very hard thing for most people to even think about. And even the non-dual people who believe that reality is all one, the whole thing is unified, it's all pure something. Usually that pure something is consciousness or awareness or emptiness. It's rare, especially in the Eastern tradition, it's seen as love. And it's usually more in the Western tradition, like you have to go to Rumi and people like that who talk about love, some of the Sufis, some of the Kabbalah, where love is God as love or reality as love, that love is the main thing about spirituality. That is not in the Eastern tradition, not in the tradition that emphasizes meditation and that kind of stuff. Love there is not recognized, sometimes mentioned, it's not emphasized. So so one of the common misunderstanding is that when we see the oneness of reality, it is either awareness, consciousness, or presence is rarely seen as love. And for many of those people, they might be loving kind of people, but they don't have the view that that consciousness, although they say it's bliss, it is not conceptualized that bliss can be experienced as love, in the sense it's effulgent, it's giving, it's wanting the good for the others. They feel themselves that they're wanting the good for others, but that's not usually conceptualized as, because everything is that preciousness, that beauty.